something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Marcel Darius coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Green 39! Green 39!
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, Big-time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go! Red 38!
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Everyone's got 4. 180! 180! Yes!
Now Garoppolo. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11. Flag. 12, fellas, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Jeffrey breaking the tackle. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Clement. And only a yard yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep him. My partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all
looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. Hyde a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll get this down only to the 18. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Allen's got it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He'll get it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Wait.
back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll start the drive with Drake. Wiggles free. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
180! 180! 56, 11, 11, 11, 11. 2, 2.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they...
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Miami. Tyrell Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 27 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. The 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Godot's kick is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Eluding the pressure right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
21.
This is going to be 3rd and 13.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Nigel Bradham brings him down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Check. 21, 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Okay, folks, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back.
Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And we'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They're going to look to throw. He's going to go deep for fun. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches, 37 yards. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Twenty-one. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw. He's got it at the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Panthers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Go.